Hey, Mia, are you out again? I can't believe you'd go hang out with your friends every night. Don't you feel bad about going out while Derek's working until late?
That again? I've told you many times. I'm working as a traffic officer during the night. I'm doing my best to earn money for the family. I've never gone out at night just for fun these past few years.
I'm tired of all your lies. You're not worthy of being Derek's wife. We don't need such an untrustful daughter-in-law like you. All you do is lie and parasite on this family. You've got to stop fooling around. I won't forgive you even if Derek does.
I haven't lied at all. I'm going to get busy, so I can't return your messages. You have to understand that I'm out for work and not to hang out with friends.
Not only do you go out every night, but you don't come home until morning. Derek chose the wrong woman for his wife.
Please, don't make me repeat everything. I have night shifts. I'm not having fun outside the house. If you don't believe me, ask Derek.
Derek told me about you.
What?
He said the reason you go out at night is because you're partying. You spend the family's money for fun, and that's why Derek has no money. I felt sorry for him, so I gave him some money from my savings. What a wife you are! Don't tell me you're trying to spend all the money in the house.
Wait a minute. Did Derek really say that? That's a big lie. Do not believe him.
You want me to trust a vixen daughter-in-law over my own son? No way. How can I believe you? Don't make me laugh.
Fine. I'll talk to Derek then.
Whatever. It's none of my business. But you'd better stop partying. If you can't, give me back my money. Otherwise, I'll kick you out.
Let me talk to Derek first. What the hell were you thinking?
I'm at work now.
You're just working part-time at a pub.
That doesn't change the fact that I'm at work. If you don't have anything important to say, stop texting me.
Why did you lie to your mother?
Lie about what?
That I'm out to party every night. Why did you say such a thing? When have I ever gone out at night for fun?
Come to think of it, maybe I did say something like that. I didn't have any money, so I had no other choice. It was just to get money out of her.
Why didn't you just tell her the truth? Instead of making up some fake stories, you should have said you have no money because you use too much of it even though your income is so low.
There's no way she'd lend me money if I told her the truth. Plus, I can't say such embarrassing things to my parents.
If you're aware that it's embarrassing, why don't you change your attitude? Don't frame me with lies and just face reality. Stop using that much money and get a better job.
You're so annoying.
What?
You're like those super annoying old women who always want to lecture someone. You should try acting like the cute girls around me. You're younger than me, but you look older than me these days.
Are you comparing me with those college students who work at the pub? They don't have a useless husband and live with their toxic in-laws like me. Of course I wouldn't look so young and cheerful like them.
Hey, watch your mouth. I won't forgive you for saying rude things about me and my parents.
I'm tired of talking with you. Anyway, I don't want any more problems, so stop lying to your mother about me. Okay? Hey, have you read my texts?
Your partying during the nights hasn't stopped at all, so I've decided to make you get a divorce with my son.
Excuse me? What's this all of a sudden? I'm at work right now.
I've had enough of your lies about working at night. I know that you're just having fun. It's stressful for me to see people like you fooling around.
I'm working my shift tonight.
You can lie all you want, but I shall do as I please as well. I've already filed your divorce papers,
What?
so you have to get out of this house.
Wait a minute. You filed for our divorce without our permission?
I'm glad I found the papers you guys had already signed. Now I can kick you out without hesitation. There is no place for a bitch like you.
So you really did file for our divorce then? Does Derek know about this?
Not yet. But it was obvious he no longer had feelings for you. He always said he wanted a divorce, so I think he'll be pleased.
You ignored my explanation, and you didn't confirm Derek's wishes.
I want you gone ASAP. Don't ever come back to this house.
I'm sorry, but that's difficult. Let me pack up my stuff tomorrow morning before leaving.
I'll just throw all your stuff outside, so don't you dare come inside. Pick them up quickly so that the neighbors don't think it's weird.
Throw them outside? You don't have to go that far. I'm telling you, I'll go get them tomorrow morning.
It pisses me off to see your face.
Fine then.
You're the worst daughter-in-law I've ever heard of. I can't believe you'd go out every night to party and not come home until sunrise. I've already filed for divorce, so don't ever come home again.
I'm so happy to cut ties with you guys. Have a good rest of your day then.
Don't you ever show your face again.
Never mind about my luggage. This is such great news to me. I'm overjoyed that I can leave that house. You can throw away all my stuff. I'll go retrieve what I need before the garbage is collected. Goodbye. I hope I never have to see you again.
That's my line.
Goodbye, nasty old hag.
What?
Well then, I have to go to work. What do you want?
I've been calling you since yesterday. Why won't you pick up any of my calls?
I'm at work and it's annoying me.
I'm in a panic. You should have replied earlier.
I don't care whether you're in a panic or not. If you have something important to say, just say it.
What's happening to the mortgage?
The mortgage?
After you left, our living expenses disappeared. Are you stealing money from our household? If that's the case, give it back now.
I didn't steal it. It's been a month since I left that house. You changed the locks and you have the bank cards with you, right? How can you say I stole it?
Then why is my family's financial situation in a crisis? Until now, we've been able to pay our bills without any problems. Now, we can't even pay the mortgage, and if this continues, we'll lose the house. My husband is turning pale reading the letters.
For the past year, I've been paying for all the bills. It's only natural that'll happen without me.
What?
You've been able to pay the bills because I've been putting money into the family account. I stopped doing that since I got a divorce and left the house. That's why you can't pay anything now. It's as simple as that.
What? You were paying it? Why? I thought Derek was the one paying our living expenses.
Then why don't you ask Derek to pay the bills then? I doubt he has the ability to do so, though.
I asked him, and he said he can't pay any of the bills. What the hell is happening? I thought thought Derek was paying them until now. Mia, you have to explain it to me so I can understand.
It's nothing difficult. The fact is very simple. Derek only makes $2,000 a month. He's useless.
How can a monthly income be only $2,000?
Derek is very lazy, so he makes the young college students work more. Then, he loses his opportunity to get tips. He drinks and eats at the pub where he works after his shifts, and that money is deducted from his salary. So that's why his monthly income becomes $2,000.
Pub? He works at a pub?
That's why he always goes to work in the evening. Normal office workers go to work in the morning. I'm surprised you didn't think it was strange.
So, Derek worked until late because it was a pub.
He wouldn't come back until late because he was drinking even after his shifts. But I worked day and night, every day, even being sleep deprived. I think I deserve to be thanked for supporting that useless, lazy man and his annoying parents.
Wait a minute. Derek's monthly income is $2,000? He's already in his 30s. How can that be?
Why don't you ask your son? If you don't believe my story, ask him to tell you the truth. I'm a stranger now.
Then, it's true that you've been paying our bills all this time?
That's right. It may be difficult for you to believe it after all this time, though. Your son wouldn't get a decent job and continue to use up his own income. So I had no choice but to work night shifts as a traffic officer in addition to my daytime work. By giving up my sleep and my free time, I managed to earn enough money to save some money for myself. But most of my earnings disappeared in order to pay all the bills.
You were a traffic officer? I thought you were just hanging out with your friends.
How many times do I have to tell you that you've got it wrong? Your son lied to you. It's about time you realize that. But it's too late for you to acknowledge the truth. Thanks to you, I'm divorced and free. My life is great without that despicable man and his toxic parents.
I just believed what Derek told me.
Do you finally understand what has become of your son? That's the kind of man he is, the worst kind of man you can ever imagine. Even if you don't want to believe it, it's true. Now, you have to work it out as a family, okay? I'm a stranger now.
Don't say that. What should we do about the mortgage?
Excuse me?
Our mortgage. We can't pay it. I thought Derek was paying it. I didn't know you were paying for it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
I don't care. It's none of my business. Go earn your own money.
What?
I'm just revealing my true feelings that I've been holding back until now. But honestly, you can't ask a stranger for help. I can only say, why don't you solve this problem with your family?
What are you saying, Mia? You were part of our family until last month. Our crisis is your crisis. Why don't you come back?
What? You mean come back to that house?
Yes, that's the best thing to do. We can all live together again. Then we won't have to worry about a thing, and you'll pay for our living expenses. I'd like to go back to how it was a month ago, so please do so.
Are you out of your mind? Who would agree to such a stupid proposal?
I thought you didn't want to divorce Derek. I'm giving you a chance to get back together with him. Shouldn't you be happy to come back?
You're ignoring everything we've talked about.
What do you mean?
I've never said I didn't want a divorce. In fact, I've always wanted a divorce. I've been telling you I'm glad you made us divorce. There's no way I'm ever going back to that house. That house is only hell to me. I finally have the freedom I've always wanted. Get lost.
You're too harsh. You're like a totally different person. How can you talk to me like that? I'm Derek's mother.
You've created a horrible monster. You know that? But I guess you were a monster too. Well, please do your best to make ends meet. I think you and your husband should search for a job.
There's no way we can work at this age.
Well, it's out of the question that you are planning to depend on your son to support you in your retirement. But Derek doesn't seem to have the ability to take care of anyone.
Please, Mia, help me. If you don't help us, we'll become homeless. My husband's savings will not last for long.
I see. But I have evidence of Derek's affair. I'm going to file a claim for alimony, so please be prepared.
Alimony?
Of course. While he was having a fun time with his affair partner, he made me sacrifice myself to support his parents living for a year. I deserve to get alimony, don't you think?
Then Derek is going to have debt and won't be able to support us. I don't want that. Mia, you can't do that.
Don't try to depend on me now. You kicked me out and made me divorce your son, even though I was supporting the family finances. This is all your fault. Take responsibility and take your family to hell. Even after that conversation, Jane continued to ask me for help. But of course, I ignored her and blocked her. She was in despair. Now I'm able to live a rich life thanks to cutting off all ties from Derek and his family. On the other hand, Jane's family is now living in fear of losing the house. What goes around comes around, right? Now the whole family is working from morning till night at a local factory. I hope Derek can pay off his debt soon.